My name is Zoltán Körösvölgyi and I come from Hungary. I represent a company called Budapest Film, which is the second largest exhibitor in the country. And actually, regarding art cinemas, we are the largest exhibitor in the country. I represent 4 cinemas. All of them are located and based in Budapest, centrally located in Budapest. The reason I came here is basically to reconnect ourselves, the country, and the network I represent, reconnect to the European network, reconnect and start networking with other companies, other countries, learn from their practices, best practices, and basically learn a lot of new ideas that we could be using for ourselves as well. I think the problems that you would see in France or in Germany or Spain or the United Kingdom or larger countries are much smaller than the problems you can experience in Central and Eastern Europe at the moment. We do have several very serious problems about financing our cinemas. We have the lack of problems regarding any kind of fundings from the state or the city councils, which ceased to exist years ago in Hungary. Again, problems, digitization is a problem. We are heavily under-digitized, especially the art house cinemas in Hungary, as opposed to any other Western European country. And also, film distribution is a sensitive issue for us. We are lacking sometimes many interesting films that we think would be needed for our cinemas, basically. I think there are several problems in this field. One of the problems is that in Hungary at the moment, regarding exhibition, there is a very strong monopoly of one company. It's nearly 90% of the market at the moment, 87% as far currently. It's IT Cinema, so it's an international company you can see in many other countries as well. But they also have their own distribution company. And they are heavily interlinked and connected with the other studio companies as well. So then the rest, the 10% is what the independents can share about. And then again, it's a problem often, which is a problem of small countries and small languages. I mean, languages with a little or limited number of audience, that whenever you want to distribute a certain film in a country, you have to take very serious economic decisions, whether you can afford, whether if it's feasible to distribute, to import that film into the country or not. And often the smaller distributors, without any access to funds, they cannot afford it. I mean, how can you afford, like, let's take a good example, very valuable, strong movies, even like French movies, first movies of directors. You bring it in the country and you have got about 1,500, 2,000 viewers, and that's the maximum you can reach. You cannot make it feasible without any support. It's a serious problem, basically, with the classic distribution models. I think this current SICAE conference and training is a very much valuable. It represents a great value for us. First of all, it's a very interesting company, very nice people around, so the networking is very good. And we did have a number of very nice lectures, basically. Many of them we will be able to use in practice as well, which I think is an important thing, because that's the reason we came here.